What's going on, guys? It's Kyle with DTOM Knives and Gear, and I got a package to open. This package is coming from my best friend in the entire world at this point, Kevin LeftyEDC. Love that man. And so I know what's in here. One of the knives that's in here is a gift that Kevin gave me a long time ago, which was the Urban EDC Supply F5.5. He had one kind of modded for me specifically because the finger control was just a little bit too small. You all know that story if you are on the channel. But he got one and he sent it to the knife modders, and they tried to find some brown micarta scales, ended up with the OD green, and he doesn't like the OD green, and I like the OD green. So mine had the kind of the worked brown micarta scales. I forgot what BJ Hill did to that, but it looks different than the rest of them. And he was going to try to find somebody to swap. I was like, I'll swap you, because BJ Hill did like a bronzed color on the hardware, on the clip and stuff. I was like, the OD green would look badass. Let's see if it does. We're going to be using the the Kunwu Tao. Jeez, it's because one of the knives in here is a Tuya, is why I said that. So let's get into the package. Try not to cut anything important. Open sesame. Yeah. Why rip something open when you can use a knife? Says the knife guy. Jesus. But I just don't like cutting into these soft packages because I just don't like the risk, right? Alrighty. Oh, wait. Let me put the towel up. What do we got? Okay, so got another one of these really, really cool fidget spinners from Leon Mall, made by Riot. Kevin got a bunch of these. Again, I gave away some because Leon gave me some for a giveaway, but really wanted to give this to one of my kids. And so, because I gave one to one of my kids and I didn't have one. And so now I've got one to kind of play with at work because my kids took the other ones. And of course, more LeftyEDC stickers because he's my bro, man. And I got two Urban EDC Supply pouches. One of them's got my knife and the other one's got the other two. This one feels lighter. So, this is the Axial Gear, what's it called? Dart. This, you might have seen my review of the Axial Gear Shift, which is my favorite OTF to date, especially for the price. If you haven't checked out that video, go look it up. But this is the Dart, which is more in the line of the Microtech, what do they call theirs? I can't remember. But anyway, just a short, stubby little OTF. Probably Cali legal because Cali's fucktards. And so I think you can actually have this in Cali as an auto because it's so small. This one is in CPM S35VN. I don't know if you can get these in 20 CV or not. But most of their knives you can get in either S35 or 20 CV. And as you can see, I can't remember what the damn thing is called from Microtech. But anyway, it's similar in size to that guy, the one that you can use for a money clip. And then you could use this one as a money clip too. The pocket clip on this guy is not near as wide as on the Microtech. But I think this makes a really cool, and I've always really wanted to try to use one of these style knives as a money clip, and that's what I'm going to do. And this is just as snappy and easy to deploy as the Axial Gear Shift, so I'm really, really excited about that. I do like the color too. As you can see, same style of pocket clip, and then, should be able to just slide my money up underneath this thing, used as a money clip. We're going to try it anyways. All right, what else we got? So, before we get into my knife, this is the Tuya Knives Big Belly. I got a big belly. I got to check out this knife, right? Because it's called the Big Belly. And there we go. It's got a big old belly on this guy. Nice carbon fiber, kind of an Axis style lock. But wait, there's more. It's a carbon fiber integral. I was like, man, okay, that's super cool. Never have had a carbon fiber integral before. I've had a mixture of carbon fiber and titanium integral on the channel before, but never a full carbon fiber integral. So that intrigued me right off the bat. This thing is pretty cool. What does it say right there? Is that M390? 8 of 220. That's cool. These things are numbered. I'm trying to see if that's, does it say anywhere else? Trying to see if it says, this is a Michael Galvik design. I'm probably butchering that, sorry. But I want to say that says M390. Yep, M390. And I didn't realize they were numbered, so that's really cool as well. Axis style locks, I will be honest, Axis style locks have gotten boring to me because I've had a lot of Benchmades. I've just kind of not liked them as much. So, you know, the fact that this one feels just as good as some of the better Benchmades, like the best Benchmade I ever had for the Axis style lock action and not a detent, because it's not a detent, but actually spring pressure and the drop shuttiness, was the Benchmade Super Freak. That was the best one of them all. I sold it to a really, really good friend of mine who still has his. But yeah, I like this. Now, it's not the biggest knife. Ooh. So the reverse flick right off the bat is so close to that scale. Look at that. So the reverse flick can be done. That's not intuitive though. Don't really like that. First impressions, you know, we're gonna get behind this, but the actual thumb flick, which you're supposed to use this thing for, works really well. And that action on the fall shut and sucking it back in, really, really nice. It is dead centered. The regular that weave carbon fiber, I guess that you call it, and then you have this plate here, which I'm assuming is titanium. I think, because you know you got to have the metal to hold the Omega spring. Now, the last integral I had on the channel that had an Axis style lock, I don't know what they call that. I'm calling it an Axis style lock because that's what it is, but they call it something different. Was the Benchmade Anthem, and they did it a totally different way on the Anthem, which I liked a lot. It didn't have the Omega spring. It had a coil spring, and the way that they did it in the integral was, I thought, a stroke of genius, and I think every Benchmade should be made like that. This one, I believe, has Omega springs because they have these areas here to house that. Let me see if I can even look, because I really don't know if I can tell. I can't. Of course, I'm pretty sure that Kevin has a disassembly on this, does he? I think he did. Disassembles almost everything, so I would imagine. But yeah, I can almost see it right there. Yeah, so it's an Omega spring, but it feels good as far as that is concerned. The Omega spring, on the amount of tension that you have, that you can snap it out and then fall shut like that. Boy, that is just no room there for me to really get behind it. I've got to get like behind and down, and then kind of do this weird to get it out. I might can get to where I can do that every single time, but as of right now, it's kind of problematic. However, I do like the thumb studs. You know, it's got some grip on there, tooling on both sides, so you can remove it and do what you want. Probably can change these out. I don't know. But I like the thumb studs. Not too aggressive, but aggressive enough to really bite in and get that thing out of there. Really, really like that grind lines, though. Look at those grind lines. Oh, yeah. The big belly. Look at that swedge. It goes all the way on the top. Got a little bit of a thumb ramp. Let's check the... Feels pretty sharp. Feels pretty solid. That's nice. The way that these things are, you know, the stop pins and that Omega spring, no lock bar tension, nothing like that because of the way it's designed. That's really nice to see that there is no blade play, movement up and down, left or right. That's really nice. It's not a very big knife. So first impressions, I'm like, let's see. No forward finger choil. Yeah. Let's just see. Okay. All right. So it's comfortable, and in this, you know, primary choil, whatever you want to call it, my finger barely, I mean, you can see there's nothing left. Barely does kind of go around that around the knife handle. and it feels pretty comfortable. No hot spots, no poking places. But damn, as soon as I do this, I'm like, I want to go up. Smaller handled knives without a finger control is not my jam. But I love the way they did the plunge. Look at that. I like that. Really nice edge on this guy. I'm not sure if this is factory or secondary. What you would call that blade, I guess a spear point. So, yeah. The very interesting integral knife that I look forward to trying out. Is that a hollow grind? No way. No, it's a Saber Grind. That doesn't look like a hollow grind. Definitely looks like a Saber, unless it's a very shallow hollow. Because I can't remember what Kevin said this was. But I like the blade shape. I do. Looks very, it's got a decent tip on it that's not too dainty. I just love the way they did the grind line. It's kind of in this swoopy way. Anyway, very, very cool. Can't wait to put that in the pocket and check that out. And then here is my, boom, F5.5. See, look at that OD green, or that green micarta with this bronze kind of hardware. I knew that would look cool, and I was right. I love this kind of colorway. Kevin does not. Whoa. Ho, ho, ho. I think this feels better than it did before he left. Kevin took it apart, of course, tuned it, did his magic. That feels a lot smoother. Feels a lot smoother. Of course, mine might have been dirty too. Oh, yeah, that's much better in the detent. So, appreciate it, Kevin. I hope you enjoy your scales. Because I'm sure as hell going to enjoy these. This is one of my favorite little knives of all time. And the reason is because of finger control. No finger control. Yeah. I just always would prefer to have one. So guys, appreciate you stopping by and checking it out with me. Stay tuned for the full review of the Tuya Knives Big Belly and the Axial Gear Dart. We are going to be doing full reviews on this coming soon. Stay tuned for all that. Remember, fuck YouTube and Google, and stay safe in this absolutely crazy world we're living in. And we will see you in the next one.